Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
or finding Ernie Brack and Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or who is you?
I'm Neil.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 348, yo.
Hey,
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We here.
We here. Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. And follow us on all forms of social media at Black Loves Matters. That's Black with no K. What's going on, baby?
First of all, can I just say that, y'all, we meant to put a podcast up Thursday. And our black asses don't forgot. It's been a minute since I literally forgot. I was just like, oh yeah, and today, I don't know what was, honestly, between the days of the week, I've been in these all-day trainings on Zoom. Now I have even more empathy for the children because I literally was in trainings from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day.
You were sleeping like the babies?
Not sleeping like the babies, but the attention span, you feel like you in a time warp. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, all that stuff is happening. So our apologies, y'all. Like, again, but we say we giving you 2 episodes a week. So you're going to take this Friday episode, but just give us a little bit of grace. We doing check-ins down there?
Yeah, we're doing check-ins. What you got going on?
Well, I done finally got the courage to go up to the dentist.
Ooh, tell us more.
Because I ain't been since February. So right before it hit the fan, I mean, which is a blessing, kind of. I'm sure some folks who got double time because they didn't get a chance to go, but I went. And my way my insurance plan worked, you get to go to the dentist 3 times a year. That's fancy smancy. And I was looking forward to going them 3 times a year, and the Lord humbled me.
How you do that?
He said, well, you go twice. What you talking about? Anyway, I forgot I had to get like a cavity filled. Like, it wasn't a new cavity, but it's like, you know, one of the first cavities I've ever had. And it's like 15 years old. And so like they had to take out the old filling to put the new filling in. But I'm assuming because I'm on a 3-year plan that I was going to get a cleaning and then they was going to schedule me for a filling, or they was going to do the cleaning then the cavity maybe after. But usually our doctor like to do that on like different days. Child, I came up in that dentist office. First of all, it was amazing. Like, air filters in every room, sanitize, like they were on point. I felt very safe, felt very confident. I felt like the doctor had 20 masks on, like we was on it. Because I was really nervous about having my mouth open. And the COVID just coming down my throat. I was just, to the point I can't even lie. As soon as I came home, I was like, I feel an itch. But I think it was just, what's it called?
Psychosomatic.
Yeah, I think it was that.
Because they got air purifiers in every room.
Every room.
They wearing an N95 and a mask over top of that.
Yeah, they were on it. Purifiers, temperature, all the things, questionnaires, are you sure, all the things. But I knew
they did everything short of doing the COVID test.
Yeah. And I knew I was in trouble when I walked into the room and all I seen was my teeth is on the screen. I said, what are we doing here? And then after I see my teeth is on the screen, I see a tray of nothing but needles and look like they from extras from the Saw movie. I said, that's a lot of machinery to do a cleaning. And then I'm wondering why the dental hygienist hello, Nyambi, sit on down. Let's do this here. Rinse with this. I'm like, is this a new process for the COVID?
You do have to rinse.
I was just like, oh, what is this? This is new. I'm thinking still I'm getting cleaned and I ain't know. Then she was like, yeah, Nyambi, we're going to get y'all numbed up. I said, oh, shit. I had a moment where I was going to say, fuck it. Because I just was not in the emotional state to get a needle in my mouth. Or dental. Maybe it's just me, y'all. I have to be emotionally ready to go to the dentist. It is not a fun time. I've never enjoyed them. Like, to the point where, you know how you almost get your own self in trouble?
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, and I hated the dentist, so you think I would really, really take good care of my teeth. But, like, sometimes I want flaw. Like, it just was, like, it was just, like, gaslighting-ass relationship. And, like, I had back in Michigan, I used to have, like, an old white dentist who, I don't know, like, wasn't the best. And it was just a bad cycle. Then y'all know about our dentist in white-ass New England. Did we ever say he got put down by the law?
I don't remember.
Well, anyway, we had a dentist in New England, y'all. He got put down for being a drug lord. We'll tell that story. He was a very good dentist, though.
He was.
I mean, I guess you could
by
be
far my favorite dentist.
You could be a drug lord and you could be a dentist. Ain't got nothing to do with it.
Massage, dental chairs, and everything.
I mean, he was really great. We'll tell you about the drug lord dentist. And I ain't know it. First of all, this is how you know we not wrapped as tight as we can be. We get letters talking about he handed over his practice to someone else. You'll be in great care. And I'm just thinking he retired because, like, he used to teach dentistry. He did all these things. He did consulting. We're thinking he just going to live his white life.
Right.
But then I think 2 weeks later, we turned on the news who in the court.
Him.
I said I could have been a character witness.
That's our dentist.
It's a good story. We'll tell y'all that later. But anyway, we come in here And I'm sitting down and I'm like talking to the Lord. I'm on the main line. I said, Lord, do I need to stay in here or do I just walk out? And the Lord say, stay in there. Love yourself, Nyambi. You know, you don't want your teeth, when your teeth, stomach, or feet get to hurting, it's trouble. So just stay in there. I stayed in there and he put the numbing cream on. When I tell you he gave me that shot, this is probably one of the first time, unless we're talking about the drug lord dentist, that I did not feel a thing. Like, because our dentist, he young Asian guy now. When I tell you he put that numbing cream on and he put that needle, I just closed my eyes. But what bothered me was how long he kept it in there.
Oh my God, it be in there forever. I was like, pull this shit out.
I said, why can't we get some quick acting? I wanted to call the Asante brothers to ask what I'm supposed to get to work quick.
That dialytic.
But I did not feel it. I cannot even lie, but I could feel the pressure of the needle going in. It was too much. And it wasn't a horrible process. I'm glad it's done. So I did the dentist and I survived. I remember you got your cavity filled. Did you do that before we leave? Or when we
before we left.
How was that for you?
The same experience. Well, not necessarily.
I don't think so, because we went to the dentist and they were like, Nyambi, I see you and Niram have the same address. Them being nosy. They ain't want to ask the relationship. I said, Oh, he's so fun. He doesn't like needles though, does he? I said, no, he don't. I said, he's scared of needles and I'm a drooler. How'd it go for you when you went?
Yeah, that's why he was snitching on me, because my cleaning appointment's right after yours, and here you come. Nyambi said you was the dramatic one, and she's the one that drools.
I do drool.
I said, what the fuck?
I don't know. When I go to the dentist, I feel like all the water rushes to my mouth. I don't know if it's a nervous habit or what. Like, I never have. It'd be like I just ate a ton of Starburst. You know, I just bring every piece of water to your mouth. I feel like as soon as I walk in the dentist's office, my mouth starts to water like Mabel with a chicken bone. Anyway, off of that, let's see what's going on at work this week. This work performance review season is underway, and it's foolish.
Okay.
We are in the middle of a pandemic. What I'm supposed to be judging their work performance on? I'm just glad they came.
You just glad they came to Zoom, huh?
I'm just glad they came to Zoom. Not even to Zoom. Honestly, I won't care if they came to the meeting or not. I just want them to do their work, because as a manager, as long as they get their work done, I'm good.
It ain't like you have like, oh, you 15 minutes late.
It ain't about that. I don't give a fuck when they do it. I just need to get done within these time frames. So, and the thing is, y'all, it's not even, I don't even have the type of direct reports who, like, honestly, Nyambi, long as I don't got no flats, I'm cool. They the type of, I tell you, y'all know the babies I work with. I work with the Gen Zers who are like overachievers in like first job and how can I do better? What is better? Like all that thing. So they gonna get on my motherfucking nerves asking about what's their trajectory and what could they do to have more impact for 2021. Shit, don't catch the COVID and vote. That's what I want to say. That's how you can have more impact, but I can't say that. I probably get fired.
You probably would.
And I can't lose my job during the COVID. So now I'm gonna have to make up something sugary and flowery, which y'all I hate to do, to like satisfy them. I am lucky I had a few people that were promoted. And with the promotion people, you know, they be so happy. I just be like, honestly, in this, as I'm delivering your performance review, I don't want to talk about any feedback or areas of opportunity. Let's just celebrate you. Mm-hmm. So that let me off the hook, at least for that.
For talking? Nyambi, damn, I wish everybody got promoted.
So I literally just been in the meeting talking about, and you did this well, and you did that well. How do you feel? How does this feel? Do you feel good, man? Do you feel rewarded? Do you feel seen? Do you feel heard? Is there a different way you would like to receive this type of celebration? I feel good. What's that song? On my mama, on my hood. I feel good. Mm-hmm. I feel great. Is that how the song go?
Close.
But I got some motherfuckers in there who gonna be asking some deep ass questions that I ain't here for. In addition to that, I also, like I told you a little earlier, I'm going through this coaching training that my company is providing, because we're kind of changing the framework in which we're supposed to operate as managers, and it's just been interesting. I'm actually going to play with that a little bit more. As y'all know, Niram is always encouraging me. I almost said pushing me. We're gonna shift, and we're gonna say encouraging.
Yeah, use positive words.
He trying me to do like figure out the 5 to 9 and what that would be. And you know, I've always played with completing my PhD. I've plate with like my own business, consulting. Like, of course, we're going to do more with this podcast, but like, you know, I don't mind being a cubicle warrior. I think it's a space I'm comfortable in, and I really navigate it. And I was leading towards consulting for a minute, but something just, I never pull the, I don't like this expression, pull the trigger. It feels aggressive. I never went for it. And I'm realizing it was something in the back of my head that I didn't want to. I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to continuously solve niggas' problems all day. Mm-hmm. Like when I think of coaching, when I think of consulting, I think short term, big return on investment, dramatic ideas, even though it's novice, like just very quick, like, I don't know, like window dressing almost, or like putting makeup on a pig. Is it always like that? No. But does it feel like that intuitively, being someone who's been a cubicle warrior and been in the been consulted or got the consulted, whatever it's called? Mm-hmm. I'm like, child, gone. How much we pay y'all? Get out of here. But going through this workshop over the last week or so has really opened my eyes more than coaching. And I've always been, you know, drawn more to like coaching folks. I think it always landed more in the realm of like life coaching and career development and stuff like that. But really, I've been playing with this idea of going into coaching and getting maybe some coaching certifications, and then on the side, do some coaching. I like coaching because I'm not solving niggas' problems. I'm just not. I am of the thought of you got the answers between you and the ancestors. Like literally just dig deep. You might not like it, or you don't want to do that work, or you don't want to do that type of like mirror reflection work. That's fine. But honestly, any question we have, y'all, any question you have, look in the mirror and say, self, what's the answer? And it's usually there. Now, I can work more with like the coaching to bringing different viewpoints and asking questions and getting deeper. And I also like the intimacy and the long term of it, where I think consulting feels very sterile to me. It feels very distant. It feels very company org level. And I think I'm more with people. So stay tuned, y'all. I think I might do a little dabbling in coaching. You know, if I gotta do it, I'm gonna do it all right. Like I ain't just about to be like, oh, I'm about to be the coach now. Be like, I'm gonna get some certifications. Don't get me wrong.
You think about getting?
Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna keep my swag on it. But you know, I gotta get some foundation on lock. You know, I believe in having theory that inform my practice, and my practice inform my theory. But don't you get confused. I ain't about to let no white man come up in here and tell me the appropriate way to coach people. Like that ain't gonna work. But foundation is important. No need to recreate the wheel.
What type of which coaching certification?
I don't know. There's a few of them. I was looking at like the city or something like that. So there's a few of them, or like the coactive or something. I whatever the coaching is, I'm still doing digging. It will have to be more holistic. Like I don't think I want to be pigeonholed in like executive recruiting or like something. I think I want to be absolutely more holistic. Definitely probably with a slant for folks of color. I don't know if I need to go with like women of color, but I think folks of color or first generation, that type of stuff.
Okay.
And I think that would be a nice side hustle. And have a couple clients still doing the work I enjoy.
Well, you know, women only trend coaching is trending these days.
I know, but I don't know. I know that is, but I don't want to necessarily limit myself.
Okay.
You said women only.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, I guess honestly, it's in style, so that makes sense.
Like women first, or like whatever that movement is.
Well, you know, I'd be trying to secretly fuck up the system. So I want to get some black men or brown men in my room and then challenge them on the patriarchy.
You do it with me. You do it with me every day. You do it with me.
So I want to shake
day.
up the fucking system a little bit. But I'll be open to
you
folks.
Have a whole lot of practice.
And also I feel like it's something that can be long term and I can kind of go in and out of it. So if there's a time where I need to crank it up, I can. If there's a time I need to pull it back, I can. But I just, something about the intimacy I really like. And that also goes hand in hand with the book I'm thinking about writing too.
Oh.
So. I'm trying. What you is it coming? Are you getting proud of me now?
Baby, I've been
Black
proud
Love
of you.
Family Community. What y'all think? I don't know. Would y'all come to a coaching session with Nyambi? I'm gonna be in your ass though. Like, don't think it's just gonna be nice. It ain't just gonna be that.
I can tell y'all that. It's not gonna be nice.
What else is going on? Oh, also from that, I got the kind of epiphany because even one of the facilitators of it was like, "Hey, just the way you present things, it's something there." Because they were talking one of the sessions, you know, one of Niram and I core values is if it worked for you, cool. If it don't, leave that shit. But speak your truth. Say what you mean and mean what you say. And we were doing some work around perspective shifting and like how we can, where we're trying to influence up and out, be it to our direct reports or manager and key stakeholders, how you can use perspective shifting as a way to get their point across or get people from being frozen or stuck. And I got it, right? When I tell y'all they had some slick questions, how you flip on people and like get them, like they'll be saying something a different way and they're like, this is bullshit. By the end of the session, you're like, well, I guess it ain't that much of bullshit, which is great. But something in me was triggered and I couldn't figure out why I was triggered. Then I was like, they done weaponized perspective shifting. This is gaslighting. I was like, this is gaslighting. We telling niggas your perspective ain't it. Think about it this way. Are you overreacting? Are you sure?
Well, you know, Jay-Z Ben said your perspective is whack.
What? And at first I'm in the background texting and pinging with some of the other brown people I know in the session. I was like, I feel like we was a TikTok meme. I was like, y'all feel like this a little gaslighting? Is something here? Or am I just hypersensitive to white people telling me to change my perspective? I'm receptive to any of that. And then a couple people was like, say yo shit, Nyambi. And then other one was like, don't do it, don't it. I feel like I was like the TikTok. I ain't gonna do it. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. I ain't gonna do it. And then I came off mute. And I was like, I did it. And I was literally did this whole rant on like gaslighting and who's in power or who tells the story and like historical context of how many times white people in power or colonizers in power have told people of color or from underserved or underappreciated groups that they should just change their perspective. Like that is a weapon of the oppressor.
If you don't respect that, your whole perspective is
we have to be careful as coaches and consultants of who we give this type of power to, because this can be taken and done tremendous harm to.
And what they say.
Oh my! Can we all just take a moment?
Oh
can
my
we just
God!
I did not want to.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. I'm not a gaslighter, Nyambi.
Oh, you think I called them gaslighters? Oh, you think maybe that's how they kept? Honestly, they came out and they didn't even apologize. That's
because you should have said.
I didn't call them a gaslighter. I was talking about the
their
situation.
whole perspective is whack.
I didn't tell them that. I was just giving them a different perspective on their motherfucking perspective.
I understand, but they took that perspective of you as them,
told them to kiss my ass,
as they are gaslighting.
They are in a form.
And their perspective was all off.
Yeah. Oh my God. They came with all the white tears. They was just like, oh, we were rushing it. We were cut for time. I just presented it clunky and da, da, da. Don't do better. When you know better, you do better. Ain't that Maya Angelou? When you know better, you do better. It was a trip, but I didn't realize that they thought I was calling them gaslighters.
You were.
I was not. I was just saying this practice has the potential to easily slip into that. And us as coaches, we have great responsibility to ensure that doesn't happen. How was that calling them gaslighters?
Well, as white people,
niggas talking. What's that Cat Williams skit when he keep talking about Hillary Clinton and every time Hillary Clinton said
you
something,
a quick
Obama
talking nigga, you a good talking nigga,
or no, to the white girl woman. This white
nigga.
bitch keep talking good. Oh no, it was for him. This good talking ass nigga. Go watch the Cat Williams skit when he talking about Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama when they first did their debate. And every question that was presented, Hillary answered it well, right? But then Obama answered it well. And like you can see her face like, this good ass talking nigga think he could talk better than me. And you said that's what they did in the room. So I'm going through some of that. Also, y'all, what do we need to different subject. What do we need to prepare for the second wave of COVID? We was blessed and was able to get 2, not 1, 2 cans of Lysol today. Because like we was behind on toothpaste and all that type of stuff. And I was going to do a little pickup order from Target. And you know, whenever I go to Target, I always see what's on sale. Then I always check for the crucial things. I checked and they said they had Lysol disinfectant wipes in stock. I said, you a lie, tell me the aisle. They said $8.33. I said, Niram, get your shit. They unloading the boxes now. And we went and what happened?
Well, they didn't have it, but they had some Lysol there.
They didn't. Well, they just said the Lysol. What you mean they ain't have it?
They had the Target brand.
What Lysol? Oh, now he's funny. You don't use Target brand Lysol? You're too
do.
good.
I do.
Well, what is the problem?
I was suspecting one thing.
When you see it, did you pick it up? Hopefully?
I surely did.
And then what?
I got 2 of them bitches. I started to get 3.
No, you can't get 3. We can't be hoarding. You can just get just enough what you can get. So
shit.
we were able to get that. But what else do we need, y'all? So we done got some extra Lysol. We got enough hand sanitizer. We got some wipes. We got some Pine Sol. We got some antibacterial spray. We got some mask. What else we got near? We got disposable masks and reusable masks.
Some N95s.
N95s. On the way, we got one of them thermal thermometers. What's it called? The heat infrared thermometers. So one of the touchless thermometers. We got the oximeter.
Pulse ox.
Maybe we shouldn't get it if I can't pronounce it. We got the pulse ox things to test our oxygen rate and our pulse. And we got you know them little things you attach to your keys so you don't got to touch so much public shit. So it's just a thing you attach to your key ring, and like you can use it when you go to the store so you don't got to touch the keypad. It got the touchless screen thing. It also got like a hook. So if you need to open the door, you can just like hook it around, like you could be completely hands-free. Now, is it some other shit we missing? Because guess what? A second wave is coming because niggas is getting way too comfortable. I don't care how much outdoor seating is available. I don't care how many of y'all is gathering at the Red Lobster. Shit gonna shut down again.
It will.
It will be a shelter in place. You mark my words. What is today? October 16th. There will be another shelter in place. And we need to get ready for it. You think we got everything we need now?
I think so.
I don't know.
I don't know if there's anything else other than food.
Yeah, we'll
toilet
need
paper.
Food. I'm thinking about getting a Tushy.
Let's get one. I want one.
I think I'm gonna just get a bidet.
I want a Tushy.
I'm not about.
And I want a squatty potty.
Ain't nobody about to stock up on no toilet paper. I'm gonna get my rolls from Sam Club and sit my ass down. Only go every like 3 months. I'm not about to be out here with these fools gathering 100 rolls of toilet paper. I mean, and then if all else fails, go wash your ass in the sink.
You telling niggas go do bird baths?
What you go? It ain't gonna hurt you to be clean, get cleaned up. I'm sure the Europeans and the Asians already look at us Americans like we nasty. They probably be like, they still be using toilet.
They got travel tissue.
They know they ain't clean.
They got bamboo toilet paper.
So that's what I'm trying to do, Niram. I don't think we need to necessarily get no toilet paper. I think we can get one of these instant debates. I don't know how it works. It's other brands. I just know Tushy, they always be trying to get me to buy their shit, and they pinpointing me.
Yeah, their branding is catchy. I fucks with it.
But there are other bidet attachments.
Yeah.
That is we don't need one with electricity. Like, we just don't need any of that on there.
Oh, it's only $119.
I mean, it is literally a what is it called? A pipe, not a pipe, a plastic tube that just redirects the fucking water to your ass. Like, we're not asking for, what is my favorite types of toilets called?
Oh, Toto.
We're not asking for Toto, who'll be like boiling water, and they boil the water up to 110 degrees and then dribble warm water. No, that's just gonna be that cold ass water from the toilet. But at least it's not the toilet, from the whatchamacallit. Mm-hmm. At least that's all we need, though. Once you done had some trouble, that's all you need. So that's what I'm thinking.
Oh.
Near, I'm looking at the whole thing.
I'm about to buy one right now.
Look at Near. No, research to see which one is the best attachment. Okay. And also, like, compare it with the hookup we got here.
Yeah, I was going to get this warm water one.
You don't got it? What the hell? We don't need nothing with electrical work. We need it where we just click in place. You have to take that cold water.
That cold water on my booty hole.
Well, when that booty on fire from a bad boo-boo, you're going to want the cool water. You don't want to cool it off. Just put a cool rag.
I'm looking at the YouTube video, see how they install it.
Yes, I think you click it to like that black back thing with the water at. But you know, I'm petty. I'll call the maintenance people. And you know how I set it up. I'll be like, somewhere on the toilet. Then they'll come here. And I'll be like, I wanted to put this in, but I didn't want to mess it up.
Oh, Nyambi.
What you say? I can't do that.
You good for that shit.
And I'll smile and maybe throw a $50.
$50 for a thing that costs $89?
To get set up so I don't get charged for a whole ass toilet in my apartment? Yes, cheaper cost you. Yes.
Is that a king crab moment?
That way, even if he break it, right, he most likely to be like, yeah, it's broke. Like, we could just all be in the lie together. But y'all send us other things you're doing to prepare for the second wave. I don't have much to say about this, but they about to get Amy ass in that Supreme Court, ain't they? This white woman, she is the touchable white woman trope if I ain't never seen one. I was cracking up. Why everybody talking about why she looked like a before after picture from the Pantene Pro V shampoo line?
I was gonna say from Handmaid's Tale.
She look a little washed out, don't she?
She do.
I mean, that's what happens after years of oppression, of oppressing people. I'm not impressed. I do believe she's gonna get in that motherfucker.
It's nothing the Democrats can do.
Joe Biden and, as my mama call her, Kamalisa, been dodging this question on stacking them courts. I take it as a yes.
They gonna stack them courts. I hope they do.
Joe Biden gonna get inaugurated on, what is it, January 20th? He gonna have some nominees on the 21st.
I hope they stack them courts, and then I hope they put in a law.
And you need to get your extreme lefties to get in line. Like, I don't need them to be like, honestly, I don't think the extreme lefties will say nothing. Who we got to worry about when they start stacking them cards? Who is going to be the moralist in the Democratic Party who act like they ain't going to vote? It's always going to be one or two people who going to vote in line with the Republicans.
I don't know. Those like the moderates.
Yeah, the moderates going to be like, it's not fair. Shut the fuck up and get in line.
Right. Or get the fuck out.
And we going to mess around then lose their seat to Republicans. That's why it always goes back and forth, ain't it?
Yeah.
Because niggas stay on this independent shit.
But the thing is that when Republicans get in office,
they hold rank.
They tear up every fucking thing. Every fucking thing.
And then look at you like, what?
And then when Democrats get back in office, they don't even be fixing it. They just be like, oh, okay, it's our democracy and bullshit. Like, they say, no, you tear up shit too.
Be relentless. We ain't had people come in relentless yet. We one day, I have faith that we gonna get us a nice extreme lefty that's really gonna come rock the fucking
Come on, man. I'm about ready.
Well, see, it might be Kamalisa and Joe.
Hopefully. Because if not, I've been looking at how, where the blacks of Canada are at.
Oh, where they at?
In Toronto.
Don't do that. You're a stereotype.
No. Like where this is off topic.
What
I'll leave it for another day.
You talking about Carabana? What are you talking about? Where are you going? Where are you going with this?
And no, I was going to say the stories about the blacks who ran from slavery and went up to Canada.
Oh, that's Nova Scotia, ain't it? I think the blacks went to Nova Scotia.
I thought they went to Toronto.
Nigga, no. No, I know that is a fact. That is not. Don't get me wrong. People settled in Toronto, but that wasn't. You mean that people was on the Underground Railroad?
Yeah.
Nah, I think that was Nova Scotia. But you can double check it. I'm not. I barely got American history down. Don't let me get to lying on Canada.
Well, I guess it is Nova Scotia.
Was it Nova Scotia?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I done did my Canadian reading.
And Toronto.
Toronto, really? I just didn't think Toronto was a spot. You talking about for like 1800s? You talking about slave that one, or are you talking about like Great Migration, like in the 30s or 40s?
I haven't got that far. Into
okay, never mind then. Okay, then it's three mean things, Donald Trump.
He changed it all.
We was in the same class. We was in the same class, taught the same history. But yeah, all I know the black people went to Nova Scotia. I do know about that, and all the it was like basically a form of like the Black Wall Street and all that happened in Canada, and that was in Nova Scotia and all that type of stuff. I am familiar with that. I'm not familiar with the history of Toronto. I thought it was more. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I was gonna say I thought it was more of like an island Caribbean influence, but black is black. Don't matter.
Yeah.
The Biden and Trump town halls. Why they call them dueling town halls? I'm so sick of this shit. 18 days to voting. That's all I got.
Fuck that. I'm putting my shit in the mail tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I was gonna go first. I thought, see, Miriam, you gonna play me. Are you not gonna go in line with me at early voting?
Oh,
I thought we was early voting.
When is early voting? When is it?
I think it's the week before the election.
Okay, because I already have my ballot in hand.
Nigga, wait a minute. Don't make it sound like I'm behind.
I didn't open up my ballot and I start voting already.
I am not. Miriam literally picked up our stuff out the mail Sunday.
Yes.
I will be on track.
Shit, your civic duty awaits. And every time I watch something on the news,
you
where I have to deal with any of this type of election,
yeah,
I'll pull out my fucking ballot and start checking some shit.
Miriam been voting for 8 days.
I'm ready.
Miriam, but yeah, I thought it was going to go in person, so it'll be instant. Or do you think they have it where we can drop it off? But I don't want to drop off my write-in ballot the day of election. I want to drop in my mail-in ballot.
They have the boxes.
So, is the ballot? Can I go to the registrars? Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
that's
the
outside.
one.
They outside the registrars.
Oh,
it's
okay.
It's like a mailbox, and it's like
and it's
yellow.
directly inside out of the office of.
Yes.
Okay,
Because that's what I did for the last election.
okay. Well, I can do that then. We can do that. I can finish mine up this weekend, and then we can run over there and do it then.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wanted to make sure, they keep letting us know. Even my girl on Joy Reid from the Readout on MSNBC, they done changed their language. No, November 3rd is no longer election day. She's like, November 3rd is the day we start counting the votes. I said, oh, I see that wordplay. So it's to get niggas not to be used to, because usually by midnight we know, like there's a projected winner, and honestly, by that Friday, like it'll be all confirmed and all that. But usually November 3rd traditionally is when the people will concede to it, and of course people still do their due diligence and vote and all those types of things. But Joy was like, that's just the day we start counting,
because they're breaking all types of records. What's that district in Texas? They got like 95%
voted. Yeah, registered.
Eligible voters has been registered.
Wow.
I said, fuck.
It's gonna be every vote count. That's why I want to make sure I do my due diligence, and I want my vote already counted. And I want them to send me the text message.
Yes.
With the confirmation.
That's
to
why.
Say your vote has been received and counted.
Yes. I want that.
I want all of those things.
That's why every day.
And if I don't get it by November 3rd, I'm going to vote.
And the thing about California, we got about 4 pages that's front and back.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is like a test. So them lines probably going to be long.
So that's why like every day when the news come on and I see a fucking ad, I go look the shit up and I say, you know what? I'm going to vote on this shit right now. Because I'm tired of seeing these fucking ads.
Because there's so much research. Maybe as we get closer to the election, we can have kind of our process and how we research some of the things. Some of the stuff is clear cut. I'm voting for Joe Biden. So should you. But like some of the proposals in your states, especially if it doesn't directly affect you, there's some work you got to do. And it's a mixture of things. Of course, we read the wording. We see like what other organizations support it, but it's a process, especially if it's stuff you're not familiar with.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what doesn't apply to us that we're just trying to do more digging on. They have this thing about dialysis and like if a doctor needs to be present. And like, I'm trying to do more research on that, right? Because as of now, I didn't even notice that at these dialysis clinics, medical professionals as it is, don't have to be present. I'm assuming there's like some type of certification to get dialysis or give it. But my gut reaction is like, damn, shouldn't it be a nurse or a nurse practitioner or a doctor or a medical somebody there, right? But then on the flip side, it's like, it's so many, it ain't no room, right? Like so I need to do more research on those types of things where it doesn't affect me directly. That's not affecting, but I need to be in the mind frame if myself or loved ones was going through dialysis, what would I want from them? So that takes just more emotional bandwidth.
Same thing with like the school district stuff. Like, even though we probably won't even be in this district for long, but the fact that like we're voting as if we had kids.
Yeah.
And I think the other one that's pretty interesting that I've been seeing a lot ads for is the proposal for like Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, and like how they're trying to make them like law that they're independent workers versus like workers for the company.
Absolutely.
And like I think that's an interesting and
that's out here in California.
Difficult. Yeah. But the thing is, if it's in Cali,
it's gonna spread.
It's probably gonna spread, right? But I think what's interesting about this is trying to really like figure out like, yes, they need some rights, whether or not they're independent or not. But I also feel like if this is their main source of income and they're doing this all day, every day, like they should get insurance.
A week. Yeah.
Yes, they should get insurance and some type of benefits and things of that sort. And I think that's the hard thing of, capitalism and how they are playing things out. Because this is like Uber Eats drivers, Uber, Lyft, Grubhub, like all these other like drivers. And like they're like, no, you can make it law that they are independent drivers, right? And it's like it's tough, especially if this would have happened pre-COVID. I think my thoughts and decisions would be different than versus like what's happening in COVID, where a lot of people like focus on delivery or like rely on it. A lot of people like focus on like having Lyft, and people, with unemployment, a lot of people are going to Lyft and Uber. So they can, it
or
went
make
from
all the way. Make it all.
It went from like being something that you can make a cool couple bucks on to supplement your income for like some people it being all their income they have.
Yep.
And if they're busting their ass, breaking their back, doing this for 80 plus 90 hours in a fucking car, and they ain't getting no type of fucking benefits, like, it's something to that. So I think that one's like a difficult one to that, like, I'm thinking about.
Mm-hmm. Cool. What's going on with you?
I hate to do this.
What you about to do?
What the fuck is going on with Ice Cube? This Project Platinum plan, the contract with Black America.
Well, I said platinum mess because listen, like, doesn't it feel racist? Like, yes. I feel like all I could think of like is 99 to the 2000 Gold Teeth Cash Money Records when everything. Mabel, hush your mouth. I said hush. That's all I can think of. What about you?
It's interesting because, I was talking to one of my homeboys and shit like that. I was just making a joke because he's actually leaving to go to Pennsylvania to help with polling. Mm-hmm. So he's like, yeah, man, I got some funding from my people, and, I'm going to go and, like, help poll and things of that sort in some of these districts where they need help. Yeah. And he's like, because, we got to make sure everybody win. And I was like, oh, mm-hmm. You ain't heard about that platinum plan?
We good. The blacks is good.
But it's crazy. And it's what I would say is a ploy. Like, so what happened was Ice Cube a few months back put out this, like, contract with Black America, right? Just out in the air. And he said that both parties contacted him. The Dems said we'd address it after their election. And the Trump campaign made some adjustments to their plan after talking to Ice Cube about this. So, Ice Cube put out this, where is it at? Contract with Black America. That's like, just put it out there talking about addressing racial equality. It's not a lengthy document, but it's something. It's
4 pages.
It's something to read.
I mean, the points are decent. I'm not decent. They are good. I don't want
the points are good.
Undermine them.
But I think with working with Donald Trump and coming together with this whole platinum plan and, like, these pillars and things of that sort, it's hard to really even trust him, right? Especially with him being down in the polls and just, like, making this shit up, right? Yes. And I think what's also interesting is that I really haven't seen it talk anywhere other than on the internets. Mm. So I haven't seen any campaigning. I ain't seen. I wish somebody would have asked them in the town hall.
Hello, Mr. President. Can you tell me more about the platinum plan for niggas? And is there what color is the Mexican plan gonna be?
Right.
What is there gonna be? Yellow. Some of those racists.
So, like, it's interesting.
The platinum, gold, and bronze. That's the blacks, the Latinos, and everybody else. So, any other brown person, multi-ambiguous. We don't got time to give you the distinctions.
So I'm not gonna go through it and, like, look at it, but it's crazy, and, like, you can just tell, like, they just put everything together. Yeah. But I'm also thinking is that what is that turtle man name?
Oh, I hate is it Mitch? Yep. Mitch McConnell, yeah.
You really think Mitch McConnell is going to prove this bullshit?
I think that's what got me. Like, Ice Cube was like, I can't believe you're attacking me. Ice Cube, yes, you can talk to anyone. You can be about everything. But as a nigga who was with the NWA, how naive can you be? Mm-hmm. Like, just the naivety of it all. Or the entitlement of it all, right? Do you think you're some type of unicorn Negro that because you done came to him and presented your comprehensive exam, your first paper you done wrote in college, that now they're going to adjust it? Like, this is the oldest story ever told in the tokenization of black people. That's what we're disappointed about. Like, why? Like, even with the stuff Neeram just said, he down in the polls. The niggas don't like him. He don't got nobody. Omarosa out of here. Mm-hmm. He needs someone else to step in that place, and you so easily slid into that, even to the way of how it got out. Because be clear, Ice Cube didn't explicitly talk about the relationship, nor has he never formally endorsed him. But the Trump campaign utilized him and tokenized him in this situation. Yeah. Right? Like, that again begins to speak to the type of relationship that's going on. And yes, we should be demanding these things from both parties. We should be doing these things, but stop being so fucking naive. Come on. Yeah. Open your eyes. Be strategic. Be smart.
And that's what I think that's the hard part of like celebrities and like their wokeness or fake wokeness, because like you misleading a lot of fucking people.
Yes, they don't realize. Then he doesn't realize the impact he has on some of these babies in some of the brown community. Where, yes, Ice Cube, did you explicitly say go vote for Donald Trump? He did not say that. But your actions and the way they retweet and the platinum plan and then the Comerica Bank and then the Make Blacks Great Again, like all this shit running together.
Right.
Like, we just do not need confusion at this time. We need clarity.
And as the words of Bakari Sellers, you just fell for something shiny. Biden has a black agenda, a racial equality agenda, has a black female VP who oversees COVID recovery for a virus from which health and economic point of view devastated black communities. He will appoint a black woman.
Ooh, that chills. To the Supreme Court.
As to the SCOTUS. And Ice Cube fell for something shiny. And I think he did.
And like, that's what it is. Like, he's not canceled. Like, people, he ain't out of here. We got to pick him up and we need to dust him off. And I know he getting real defensive. He going back to NWA days. But we will have a good day again, Ice Cube. But we just got to get you in order.
Somebody said, my hip-hop hero, Ice Cube, is working with the dark side. I haven't felt this low since Kobe passed. Jesus. Heartbreaking. R.I.P. I'm not sure you understand how much we value your voice. And when we see you jumping the shark, it kills us. Especially in 2020.
And then what was Ice Cube response?
Every side.
He over here Donald Trumping us.
Every side is the dark side for us in America. They are all the same until something changes for us. They all lie. They all cheat. We can't afford not to negotiate with whoever is in power. Our condition in this country will never change. Justice is bipartisanship.
Nigga, what is you talking about?
I don't know what the fuck IQ was talking about.
Negotiate. You can't negotiate with an oppressor. You thought the slaves negotiated with those terrorists who stole them? Do you think that's what happened? No. That ain't how it worked. But again, he does business. He's in the music industry. He's in Hollywood. He is not in politics. He doesn't have that purview or even policy change. And I'm assuming on to make blacks great again, Bill, he might not have anyone who also is in that realm to just give a little bit of heads up. Again, going back to coaching, I want to dive into coaching, but I'm just not going to watch a few Fits My Lives and now become a coach. I am going to go through the training. I think this is an example of him not doing the due diligence that's necessary. We've seen this. Who did this? Kanye, Steve Harvey. How many celebrities going to keep making the same fucking mistake with Donald Trump? Do you see any black scholars going to play with Donald Trump?
No.
Even Cornell. You know Cornell. Hey, never mind. I ain't going to talk about Cornell. I don't want to provide no confusion. Never mind. Shout out to Dr. Cornell Brust. He's an icon.
Yes. But it just felt me. And it was like a deep sigh, face palm. Like, damn, man, really?
You fell for the get guy. That's just what it is. Like, you fell and he's not canceled. You're always welcome to the community. Yay, yay. We can watch all the things. But you fell for the get guy. What's his woman name? Keisha.
I think so.
We'll protect black women. She couldn't have been a part of this. Let Nero come time I'm going to talk to Republican Donald Trump, the young Republicans of California. Nigga, why? Not coming back to this house you want?
I want to help with the platinum plan.
No, ain't no platinum plan. This is worse than the Russell Simmons card. It just don't add up.
I want to help with the wet platinum plan. Because that's what you're going to need, because they're going to fuck you in the ass.
They go, need a lot of lube. Or they're going to just mirror what's happening in the white community. They're going to help the top percentage of black people.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which never mind. I don't even want to speak that into the earth, but yeah.
What else is also interesting is that everybody who was scamming with these PPP loans.
How was people scamming?
They catching your ass. You ain't heard about the guy from Pretty Ricky?
What are they doing?
Oh my God.
They scamming? How you scamming?
Well, telling the government you got a business and you lost money. It's just the application you have to fill out.
Oh my! And these niggas is, first of all, do they have a business?
Niggas just started an LLC.
Oh, no.
And then they talk about they lost money. And then they take the shit and then go buy Gucci and Prada and everything else.
No. Look, I'm the woman from Get Out. No.
And then the government, be auditing these niggas.
And I'm sure it ain't no $1,000.
No. I know somebody who got $100,000 from them.
What do you... And this pretty Ricky young man got caught up in this?
Yes.
His stuff wasn't real.
Look, pretty Ricky rapper accused of pocketing COVID relief funds.
Which one? Is this allegedly?
No, it ain't no allegedly. Oh, my God. Look, Justice Department.
Oh, my God. Wait. Hold on. Florida recording artist and Pennsylvania man charged for role in $24 million?
Yes.
That can't be right. COVID, $24 million? This is lies.
$24 million.
This has to be a lie.
Guess who it was?
Who?
Diamond Blue Swift.
I don't know which one that one is.
Oh, you don't know which one Blue is? The light skin short one.
Is that the chubby one?
Baby Blue.
That's the one with the teeth.
Yes.
And he a little thicker.
Yes.
This is not good.
This nigga got $24 million.
What in the world? Child, I'm like the Homer Simpson meme. I'm going back in the grass. That don't make no sense.
Baby Blue, your favorite one.
Why niggas stay out here scamming? Y'all need to cut this scamming out.
So
scamming is running rampant.
Yes.
Stop it.
So y'all niggas out there, I hope y'all are on.
Get your shit. Why would you go out and then what was brought to their attention? How was it flagged?
I don't know, baby.
$24 million is a lot. So yeah, that should be flagged.
I don't know.
Hell, I'm saying anybody that collected higher than 6 figures. What the fuck you getting? What's going on here? Oh. Well, I hope it work out. Mil. Stop scamming people, y'all.
Or the government.
And you know, never mind.
And then the last thing, a couple more things. Ooh, this is going to be a long podcast, huh?
Ooh, is it?
Yeah, we are an hour in.
Okay.
Look, love is ever evolving.
Peace.
So there's this new show that has the greatness of greats. And it's for all of the millennials, black millennials. It's going to bring back so much nostalgia.
Oh. Should we bring up the clip? Let me look for it. Go ahead.
Start looking for the clip.
Yeah.
Chance from I Love New York, Part 1, Part 2. What was the other one? The Stallionaires.
R.I.P. to Real.
And what was the show they got? Real Love Chance. Mm-hmm. This nigga got...
Give Real Love a chance. Y'all remember that. Shout out to the Play on Words.
This nigga got another Love TV show. Yes. And it's just as wild and just as crazy as it's ever been. And I don't know how. I was just scrolling. And somebody was like, look at this wild shit. And I was like, is that Chance? And then, you know, I see these niggas cussing and shit. I was like, wait a minute. This shit ain't beeped out.
Cursing. You see booties. I feel like y'all seen a titty. I don't know.
Nigga, Chance has a TV show called One More Chance. This is not an ad, but...
we do. Versus? Come on.
This is not an ad, but they need to pay us. It's on this platform called Zeus.
Oh, what I said, Versus? Yes. I'm looking at that's why I can't find it.
It's on Zeus.
Oh, okay.
Who got a password to Zeus?
Is some network that's in the nethers.
It's somewhere, and then you got Ray J and Princess Love, who are the EPs of the show.
And you know that's gonna be a mess.
So I knew it took me back. Like the original, what was this TV show?
Well, it's New York, right?
No, Ray J show.
Oh, One More Chance, or like
no? What was Ray J's
One More Love or something like that? I forgot. It was something crazy. Oh, you're about to find it. Go ahead and hit enter.
Ray J for the love of Ray J.
Yes.
So you already know.
2009. That was 11 years ago.
So you already know it's gonna be greatness.
And Tiffany Pollack New York is on there.
And Tiffany Pollack New York is on there.
Yes.
So I don't know if anybody got the Zeus password.
ZEUS network. It's $3.99 a month. I'm debating when I'm gonna go ahead and lean into it and just get it. Y'all, this preview, we can't even show you. Go just Google One More Chance Zeus and look at all the problematic previews.
This shit is
gonna be hilarious.
Great television.
Amazing television.
Great television.
Should we do the preview? Should we hear what this 56 seconds say? I'm scared. You don't know. Who knows what Chance gonna talk about? It might, but also it's the visuals. When I talk about this, all type of women on here, big, little, white, old. I think we got some trans girls on here. Everybody's on here. You hear me? Everybody. It's a Zeus original series. Y'all can't see it. It's one girl brushing a horse. I forgot they from the country, ain't they?
Yes.
They're like the Stallionaires. That's why.
Stallionaires.
And they walking up this horse. And they talking about Ray J and them done did it. And Chance got on the rolling. And then a girl jumped on some booty shorts with a horse.
No, she getting chafed like a mug.
And now he coming on out. He got them long jailhouse braids. They ain't gonna talk to me. We don't gotta do it. Go look it up, y'all. It's giving me life.
It's it. Oh my god. No way.
Leave this alone, Daryl.
It's your boy Chance. I'm back in the saddle and I'm looking for love.
One More Chance, coming soon, only on Zeus.
Oh, One More Chance mess.
It's out. The season premiere was yesterday, and so for some reason we were strolling.
And then
we were scrolling,
and the ancestors presented a piece of joy, because joy is one of my active core values.
Nigga.
Yes.
This show.
Yes.
It's pretty fucking amazing.
It is. Pillow Talk.
Yeah, what we got from Pillow Talk?
Love fucking crafts.
Lovecraft, baby.
Hey. Oh wait, do we got some shout outs too?
Yeah.
Let's do Lovecraft and then we'll jump into the...
Yeah, because we got a lot of emails.
Oh, where damn been at? Let's do Lovecraft and then we'll jump into the emails.
Yep.
This one. Jesus. The quote that got me, they had Sonia Sanchez playing in the back. Catch Fire is the name of this. I will never be able to hear this the same again. When she hit us with the line, I say, where is your fire? Can't you smell it coming from our past? I never can hear her say those words again and not instantly think back to this. Where do we begin? I'm gonna just go high level. It probably might be out of order. I know I'm missing something, but it's one of my favorite shows on television. If you are not watching Lovecraft County, you are doing yourself a disservice.
Yes, you are.
What should be on your watch list is Lovecraft County and One More Chance.
Country, you mean?
Oh, sorry. Lovecraft Country and One More Chance. Balanced.
The dichotomy.
We are not a monolith. So we had to save D. So Ruby then woke up and was like, everybody at fault. Everybody bad. We gotta save D.
Here's poet Sonia Sanchez.
You can't have that in the background.
Sonia Sanchez, I'm going to read a poem called Catch the Fire.
Thank you, Nero.
I was trying to have the song in the background.
Oh, you gonna have it playing for me?
Yes.
Oh, you sweet. You can't get it.
Say to you now, in the soft afternoon air.
Go ahead.
Did you see? I just started listening to it. Don't do this. Turn it down more. I'm getting distracted. Nero, turn that down. I cannot do this.
I did.
Anyway, we had to go save D. Ruby looking around. Turn that off, Nero. I cannot.
I'm
Turn it off.
Trying to give you a nice little audio bed.
I don't need no audio bed. You don't do an audio bed with two people talking.
No.
You don't feel like you get confused.
No.
Or who to listen to.
No.
I will, honey. What is that called? What the learning disability is that?
ADD.
When you can't listen to two things at once.
ADHD.
You know it manifests differently in black women.
I know it do.
Anyway, I done said this 4 times. They gotta save D. The Topsy and Bopsy done got up in her spirit, and she now is transitioning to be Topsy Bopsy. They don't know what's to do. They searching, they praying. They done called white woman. White woman coming here strolling casually because she's never in a rush. Mm-hmm. And they finally start telling all the secrets they done had with each other. I should say that before. Mm-hmm. They was like the book of the secrets, the books of the kings, the books of the ancestors. I'll be at a freer. Then here come Letty. I skate him away to white woman. Monrose, I told you not to trust that bitch. Ruby, I might gotta weigh in. Bitch, how?
I've been fucking her as a white woman.
Basically. And then Montrose, don't trust colonizers. The Atticus is like, as a people, this was a word though. He was talking about how we just been getting lucky in this motherfucker. We need somebody who know what they doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something to speak on it. Often when we talk about, just going back to my cubicle warrior bag, we often talk about like Black people like showing the hidden curriculum. And I do think that is true, and upskilling and things of that nature. The thing is, it's never that white people or colonizers are better at things than Black people. It's just they have more experience.
Yeah, they have more time with it.
And more time doing it compared to us just getting on it, right? So you can't even compare. But honestly, I would argue in the ability we have to upskill so quickly, like we giving them a run for their money themselves. Anywho, so that touched me a little bit when Atticus like, shit, we just been going by the seat of our pants and we trying to figure out what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they call white women in. White women be like, I can't do it without the book. I need the whole book. This too powerful for me. This Uncle Lannister, whoever it may be. And they was like, damn, how we gonna do it? Them pages burnt back in Tulsa. And just saying the word Tulsa get Montrose, Omar shook. And what Hippolyta said, well, let's go to the motherfucking multiverse. And they said, what, Hippolyta? First of all, she came in the nick of time.
Yes.
Casually.
Where the hell you been?
Ain't nobody asked her that. She said, well, and then she's like, I'm going to just go back to the multiverse portal and change it. And then Atticus, ain't that broke? She said, bitch, I'm a fix it. I only need 2 to 3 hours. He said, you sure? Then they start talking that broken talk. She said, I've been to Earth 534 and I've lived for over 300 fucking years. And what I'm about to do is fix this motherfucking machine.
I claim myself. I name myself.
I am
said,
Hippolyta.
Ooh. I said, okay.
I said,
Hippolyta.
follow that bitch. Like, here we go. So then they hop in the car. Let me get serious. So after they jump in the car, the name of the episode, what was it, Niram, called? The Rewind Night. Is you gonna help with this?
Shit. I don't know the name of the episode.
Niram act like he done been through the multiverse.
Shit.
Where you been? Where you come back from? Who you see?
Earth 23.
God damn, Niram. You act like you didn't have all the tools in the shed for a second.
Niram, what's the name of the episode? Shit, I don't know. I gotta look it up.
Anyway, they go back to Tulsa. And they go back to Tulsa in the 1920s during the terrorist attacks. And Montrose, he's trouble. And low key, Letty and them, they thought he was drunk and not on his shit or just doing Montrose shit. But in actuality, it was a form of PTSD. Mm-hmm. Like him stepping back in this place, in this ground zero of such trauma. You can see how not only did it mentally affect him, but it was physically affecting him being back into that space. And it was something that just really, really, first of all, Michael or Omar, however you're gonna call him, he's an excellent actor. You can see like how his whole energy shifted. Mm-hmm. And low key, you can tell it was gonna be a shitty night for him regardless. Right. When the terrorist attack happened or not, he was going through it. So even if we flash back to him getting his ass whipped by his daddy, and the touching piece about that was Montrose was like, his dad whooped his ass because he's seen him like with his friend, with this other guy. And it was like, you cannot show any form of softness, tenderness, affection, like anything showing up as if you may be gay, leaning towards it is not going to be appropriate. And what touched me is when Montrose even said like, that was the night all the soft parts of me was taken out. Like, between the beating of the father, the incident with his friend, the leaving, like all those things, for him to survive, he had to leave the soft parts of him behind. Mm-hmm. And I think that just helps gives a more holistic view, empathy, and compassion for Montrose. Also, going back to his like first love, I'm assuming. Yeah. So his love interest, shutting down Thomas, and in the way in which he has to go, he's went to this park. So originally the way they tell the story is that him, Dora, and his brother, they all go to this park and they, they're cutting up trying to go to prom. But in actuality, right, because Atticus coming, he was at the park with Thomas to be like, we can't do this no more. Mm-hmm. This inappropriate, like, I bet we can't do it, period. And then what done came around is as they're starting this terrorist attack is crazy white folks.
Yes, as always.
And in that scene, his friend, spoiler all the freaking alerts, is that they shoot Thomas in the face, mm-hmm. and like right in front of him. And you can see the freezing. And what happens and stops Montrose from getting killed is that then his brother Endora, which is Atticus' mother, then kind of come around and help and do the stirring, right? And because it's a bunch of white kids just doing old racist colonizer bullshit. And while this is all happening, like Montrose is kind of talking to Atticus. They're in the behind the scene because at first Montrose, he wanted to go interfere, right? He wanted to be like, I'm about to do it. Thomas is this one person. He is, this is another good part. When Montrose told Atticus that it's okay to save Thomas because he's just one thing. And Atticus is like, what do you mean one thing? He is just one of the many sacrifices I made to be your father.
Ooh.
Remind me of the Big Sean song, Sacrifices. Like, it was just, the one-liners was just coming so quickly at you. But as they were watching, and Atticus convinced him, like, not to intervene, but they were going to stay there and watch. And then Montrose was like, yes, eventually, like, this big man, like Jackie Robinson came out and start whooping ass. And where they at? What's coming? Atticus looked down and seen the bat. And he was like, oh, shit, ain't nobody coming. I'm
Jackie Robinson.
I'm the Jackie Robinson.
Man, that shit was so fucking meta.
I'm the mysterious person. And then he went up in there. I'm going to come back to the beautiful part of it. But now I'm talking about the part that made me feel good. And start whooping. He started laying that white ass out. He started laying the white ass out. And you know what else I appreciated? And I'm glad they did it. It was a white woman there. And she can get it too.
Equal opportunity.
I think I was listening to the podcast to Lovecraft, and it was like, they quote was like, why is you here, ho? Because you gonna get it too. Okay? Because again, we ain't gonna get into white women and how they show up in spaces and don't do nothing, then cry, all that type of stuff. It was just one of those moments where I was just like, finally. And then if you even look at the kids who are like, oh my God, you saved us. Was amazing. But then, Niram, let's get to the meta part you were talking about of how, in actuality, like physically, we know Atticus saved his father. But how many times is it? I've even heard from friends and some of like mentors that sometimes it's your kids who really save you from yourself or a certain situation. That was just so.
And it was just so meta. The fact that. I think about all the generations and times that you could live in multiple
universes, dimensions, reality. We don't know the intersections.
So the fact
we don't know who we don't come in contact
in this dimension, like the person that saves them, this mysterious guy, the crackheads like Jackie Robinson, has always been Atticus.
And
it's like, damn, like look at this story and how it keeps fucking repeating
the same
fucking cycle. I was like, this fucking meta here.
And then I mean, even go back to the first episode. Like Atticus was truly like that Jackie Robinson character.
Yeah.
Right. And all that. Because I know some white people was like, black people was like, what's happening here? Right. All that was metaphors for what and foreshadowing for what to come. But I just thought it was beautiful healing that came with that. You know what I'm saying?
It was amazing.
Like it was a beautiful scene. And then at the same time, right, I'm not necessarily telling the story in linear order. I'm just bouncing around the things. So at the same time, while that's happening, Letty, they then volunteered her to go to Dora's family to actually go get the book. Because y'all know Letty can be like invincible. Like she don't need backup, right? She's not going to get killed. So she went and got the book from Dora's family. And soon as she walked through that door, right? Because she's a black woman and some white folks rode up on her. And I think it was Dora's father who like saved her.
Yeah.
And was like, come up in here, girl. Like, be safe. You got some people to get to. Like, stay in here. Let's wait it out. Like, white folks be trying to, but we like wait it out in here and we'll stick to them later.
Give you a gun.
Can we talk about the guns? And don't get me wrong, the family still had an unfortunate demise. But can we talk about when they was like, oh, we about to go on this route, and they start going in chase lounges, drawers, under sinks, in the pot of grits, and getting guns, and in the lima beans, and getting them guns. A few episodes, Niram and I told y'all about y'all Second Amendment, y'all rights, and how black people, we might need to get ready. It was something empowering about that. And everybody in the house had to get ready. And everybody in the house had to be prepared to protect themselves. Like that didn't speak to you, Nero?
It was amazing.
When they start, I wish I knew.
click clack,
click clacking, and everybody went in order. Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, they put up, and also, you know what I appreciate about that, because often when we hear about the Tulsa terrorist attack, we hear about like just the reckoning that the white people did.
Yeah, we hear it from like the blacks as more or less victims, but we don't hear about and how it came out of nowhere and was like this overpowering force. But we don't talk about the blacks who fought back.
And who got out. Right. And who didn't go down without a motherfucking fight. Right. And who was organized. Mm-hmm. The thing was, it was just more white people than they were outgunned. But like they were an organized force to push back on them. Right. And often that story is just not highlighted how it's supposed to be. So I love just that little glimmer of seeing folks having their house in order, protecting themselves, and not only themselves, but the entire community. Like, don't you just miss the embraces where if something was going on and the neighbor would just be like, well, come on in here.
Right.
Come here, quick. What's going on?
What you got?
Like, what you need help with? Come use this, right? Compared to now, I'll be like, I don't know that nigga, don't let him in. Like, it was just something so amazing about that.
Yes, I do.
But then when Letty got in that house, Hattie, who was the great-grandmother, gonna be the great-great-grandmother, clocked her ass. She clocked her ass with them Air Jordans on. Everybody was like, come on in, sit down. And I seen her when she gave her the old mean black woman look up and down.
I ain't never seen them shoes in my
I ain't
life.
never seen them shoes in my life. I thought she was gonna say heifer. What you here for? And then it had to go through this whole process of like basically convincing Hattie. Hattie was like, who are you? Where you from? Mm-hmm. And she even played a little crazy. What book? I don't know what you. Who? The Bible? Hattie, we ain't talking about the Bibles. And Hattie was like, hell, I need to tell my family to get out of here to protect them. And Letty literally had to convince her to accept her family fate and basically having this conversation about sacrifices she have to make for the next generation, for the families to go on, right? And I think the beautiful line was when the great-great-grandmother said that her faith will be made flesh when her great-great-grandson is born. Mm-hmm. And again, it is just something about that was just so touching. And I think the piece that got me, I'm a G, but I basically almost shed a tear when the house was on fire. Right, you heard the screaming. You heard when the Molotov cocktails were put in, and Letty stayed there and held that woman's hand as she burnt.
Yes,
in that house. And Misha ain't let us off easy.
Nope.
She made us watch that whole scene, and Letty stood there with her. And took that with her.
Yeah, as she burned it down.
And didn't leave her, right? She could have left and just ran. But she stood there with her and did not let her do that alone. It was just something that was so dynamic in that and touching. And I know we've been getting to talk about it a little bit here, but the idea of generational sacrifice was definitely there. Mm-hmm. And it got me thinking about the sacrifices that those who've come before me, my parents, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, and so on, the sacrifices they made for me to be here. I think it goes back to we are our parents' and ancestors' wildest dreams, but also to generational relation. And I do think that's getting lost a little bit in how, we talked about this before, of how we both extend from and reach back towards our ancestors before us, and how much power it is there, and how much generational wisdom is just in our bones, in our minds, in our lived experiences, that sometimes how do we channel that power?
Right.
And that's something and it reminded me of that when Montrose even like said the names of the folks when he was just looking out the window, like just putting truth, the power of who these people were. Mm-hmm. Like he was talking about Mr. Johnson, who's the pharmacist, or Mrs. Sally, who had her own bake shop, or Miss So-and-so, who was the teacher, right? Like truly just naming the people who made these sacrifices just so we would have the platinum plan.
Yeah.
Ice Cube.
Girl.
And let's not forget Hippolyta as a blue hair goddess. But what do you think about the
it was a lot, right? It's this whole thing of like just being stepping stones and realizing that some of us are just fucking stepping stones for the future generation.
Can you say that again, but say it slower? Because that still gives me chills, and I'm still processing that right now.
Some of us, hell, all of us,
basically,
are stepping stones for the next fucking generation.
That's all.
That's all we are.
Stepping stones. I mean, it's a great privilege, but it ain't about us.
We are here
so
that they can crawl up on our backs and put our face in the mud in order to reach higher. God damn it.
That actually made me cry.
Oh!
And if we think we in the mud, imagine what the ancestors before thought they were saying. Jesus. Imagine.
That shit was deep.
Like, sometimes when you just sit and process that, it brings tears to my eyes about how much our people went through for just little old me, little old Nyambi.
To be on this podcast.
Talk my shit. To be a cubicle warrior. Talk my shit. To even dream of having a side hustle. To be a coach. The privilege of it all. To give Ice Cube the thought that he could create a platinum. This nigga. It's touching. Like,
it's
how
hard.
are y'all not watching Lovecraft County?
And how's not giving y'all chills? But like watching this shit.
What do you think even about the generational relations? I do think that is slipping.
Yeah.
I do feel like I had a very special relationship with my grandparents in like their generation. Is that still happening? Like, is that connection still as deep rooted?
I don't know. We have to have kids to see if your parents gonna have that deep relationship with our kids.
Well, they got it with Mabel.
Don't they?
What you think?
Don't they?
But it's just something to that. And it got me even reflecting, like, who are the other elders in my family that I can just connect with? Because they did what they would just so I can just begin to reach something.
Right.
And like I'm even thinking to my grandparents, like, when was the last time that I've always told them I love them. But when was the last time, and if you have the ability to have grandparents or elders or great-great-grandparents, when was the last time you just told them thank you? Thank you for your sacrifice.
Right.
Like, when was the last time or even parent, any elder, when was the last time you went to just an old black elder and I'm like, you know what? I just want to thank you for the sacrifices that you made. Because I know it was a lot. And I appreciate you. And they won't be in vain.
Right.
I think we might get some of them to break on down. Right. You know, that's the generation of not shedding a tear.
Right.
You know, that's the generation of denial. I mean, you had to do it to get through it, right? Exactly. It was a form of survival. I imagine the people who even survived the Tulsa terrorist attack.
Exactly.
It got to be a form of denial, forgetting, disconnection to move on without reliving that over and over and over again. I don't know. What's your closing thoughts on that, Yurms?
We are stepping stones.
We are stepping stones
for the next generation.
That is our role, and that is your purpose.
Shit's crazy, man.
So think about that next time. Whose stepping stone are you for?
Right.
And if you don't be that stepping stone, what gap are you now leaving for the next generation to have to jump over? What you doing to make it harder?
Y'all selling that family property?
Got to leap over that. Go ahead.
Now they got to go back and buy new property and land.
I'm still processing. All right, we got to do some check-ins. Y'all let us know. Y'all not liking Lovecraft. Come on, we can't be the only ones. And they got the season finale next week.
Right.
Well, I'm going to be in my emotions.
Like I said, I need to finish reading the book.
Okay.
So let's do some Shout Out Friday stuff.
Yeah, Shout Out Friday, Kitchen Table Talk. Let's just get back to like baseline.
All right. So our first email is from Chelsea. Subject is DEI and inquiry.
Okay.
Says, hey, Nyambi, I'm currently working as a BDR in tech sales. I don't even know what a BDR is.
Business diversity something.
I would love to make the transition to DEI.
Okay.
And I have been very active in our company's Black ERG.
Yes.
I'm trying to find the best way to make the transition from sales to an HR role. If you have any insights or opportunities that you would greatly be welcome.
I need to think about that a little bit, especially with sales. Sales is such a not data, but like product oriented. Like I
Yeah.
feel like y'all always chasing something.
It is.
And that's a little bit different than DEI. I think you're doing a really, really good job by doing the Black ERG. So that's like the employee relations type group. So it's like the affinity groups for the folks who don't know. I think if you take on bigger leadership opportunities there, do some large scale programming when it comes around that so you can get the appropriate visibility. That would be helpful. Also, and you're probably already doing this, you need to get some time on with the folks who are working in that area. Like they need to know your name and they need to know who you are and that you're interested in that area. And also, I'm not sure how your company works, but like as they're doing that type of work, like you can ask them like if they need help around that, or figure out how in your role, and especially now diversity is a hot topic.
Right.
Figure out how you can do diversity work within your job. Like, do y'all have a DEI team that focuses on certain sales? Even if that's not your core role, go support them.
Right.
Are y'all doing any DEI training or upskills? Volunteer to help do that, right? And I'm saying, and normally I won't tell everyone to do that because it's a lot of work, but since you're trying to make that transition, you need to show that you can do like the variety of work that comes with diversity and equity. So when it comes to diversity, equity in a corporate setting, you need to have like experience and or knowledge with like the recruitment piece. You need to have experience with the retention piece. And also you need to have like a little bit of idea when it comes to like programmatic piece. So how do you bring folks together? How do you build community? And I think that's something you can do. You can show in transferable skills, but it is key that you start working with some key populations directly. But most importantly, I think it's about you networking and getting with the powers that be to let them know that you're super, super interested. Other skills that, say if you can't get that diversity work directly, skills that you can build that can be very transferable is the idea of influencing stakeholders. So be very clear in your resume or as you're talking about them of a time of when you have to change hearts and minds, right? Because that's the core of diversity and equity, that you just can't put out a new initiative or a program. That ain't gonna be enough for diversity and equity. Colonizers ain't gonna do that. You have to really change hearts and minds, and that really, one of your superpowers has to be influencing. So that's something I would have a lot of work in, clear examples and how it transfers, and also the use of data, but the use of data using qualitative measures. So data only tells one piece of the story, and if you add the qualitative piece to it, that brings a heart and soul to it. So again, really working on that storytelling, really working on those things. Like those are like themes in skill sets or attributes that you can build and highlight on your resume and your cover letter that are very transferable. And then if you pair that with being in the ERG, so you have experience working with different groups. Also with that Black ERG, it's great to work with us Black folks, but get some intersectionality there. Go work with the Latinas, go work with the older people, go work with the folks with disabilities, go work with the LGBTQ, just to show some intersectionality in that piece, in that cultural competency. But low key, high key, just start getting some like 15-minute meetings with people in this area, and just closed mouths don't get fed. Like say, I'm really interested in doing this work. Kind of like you said in this email, I'm doing other work. I think I have some of the key skill and attributes to do it. Could you please keep me in mind if there's any opportunities? I would like to pair things of that nature too. So that's just off the top of the dome I would do. What you say, Nerva?
Yeah. No, like that's your skill, baby. I agree. But that's all. I ain't even been in a corporate setting that even had DEI.
What? You about to get your company in trouble. What'd you say?
I ain't never been in a corporate setting that even got DEI.
That have it?
That have it now.
Y'all got DEI?
I am DEI.
Shut up. Representation is not enough.
Well,
that's only one.
Especially the place where I had to cash my checks.
Inclusivity is all of
you
that.
think they got DEI there? Mm-hmm. They can barely afford to pay my Black ass.
Whatever. Well, sis, that's what you do. Continue to work with the ERGs. Do some intersectional work with them. Do some large scale program for visibility. Do some network. Be looking at the key skills of influencing stakeholders in like using data to tell a story. And that should be able to get you at least a step closer to DEI in corporate America.
Can you read the next one?
Read them, answer all of them. The next one is, I just want to make sure.
L.
Yeah, we can say their name. L. The subject says 100th episode. The message says, I'm L. 26-year-old, 93 baby, born and raised in St. Croix, Virgin Islands, moved to Miami in 2011 for undergrad, and attended a private Catholic institution, them white hens, but at least the calf stayed open to 8 p.m.
Damn.
That's what I was gonna be like. First of all, the calf is open for a long time. I remember them calves on the weekend, it'd be like 4 o'clock.
5.
I'd be like, damn, I can't eat no dinner after 5. I only can eat nachos after 5 o'clock on Saturday. On Sunday, they would send us to bed hungry.
When I was at a certain black college, they used to sometimes run out of food and just be warming up those frozen ass hamburger patties and give that to us. I'd be so fucking pissed.
No, see, with that you gotta be on time. Then.
Yes,
I'm gonna be there at 5. I'm gonna be there as soon as it open. 1 o'clock.
Black ass be there. Look, I'll be trying to stay there.
Listen, if I know what I know now, why don't we buy Tupperware and sneak food?
Exactly.
That's what we should have did. We should have brought Tupperware. And I'm not talking about all the food. Like, we should have brought Tupperware and snacks, like some bagels, cereal, lunch meat. See, this is how you know you get a certain age. Fruit.
Look, my ass would have made all types of fucking chef salads and shit.
Come on. Why didn't we just take Tupperware and make a salad in the dorm? And all you gotta do is buy some salad dressing.
We just dumb.
Just dumb and never mind. Anyway, it says, I found your podcast on July 11th on Spotify and have been playing catch up ever since. I absolutely love agreeing and disagreeing with y'all. Gained a listener based on topics, but I definitely became a bro sis cuz when I found out Nyambi is my soror. Hey, what up, soror? Happy 100th episode. Black Love Matters. I'm looking forward to celebrating milestones with both. P.S. I just started listening to episode 101 and hearing y'all celebrate T'Challa and Nakia's love made me so sad. Oh, yeah. R.I.P. Chadwick. Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm. We got one from Juliana. Subject says, hey, y'all. She said, now that Dr. Now quotes have me cackling.
Dr. Now is savage, but he's not lying. Dr. Now is not. One thing you can't call that man is a liar.
The Dr. Now quotes have me cackling.
He's not a liar.
She says the baby shower had to be 2017.
Ooh.
I was still teaching, and I remember that morning pulling up to work with my jaw dropped.
Don't we all? Y'all, we done been through it.
We have.
And we as a community, like all of us. I think of all the jobs we all done went through. Look, Sir Jeffrey done graduated school. We done hit life milestones.
Exactly.
Folks done had babies. Babies done went to school. Mm-hmm. Look, people done found love, divorced niggas, everything.
Y'all came through so many trials to get to the get to this piece of joy.
A piece of joy.
And Nerum and cashing those checks the minute he got them. Hell yeah.
We used to be late for podcasts and stuff. Nerum be had to make for 3 hours.
Because they be calling and shit. Because, they gave me starter checks. I said, I don't give a fuck what you give me. I'm going to their bank. I'm not depositing this in my account. Fuck no. Because I ain't got that much money in there.
Exactly.
So they can charge me a $20 bounce fee? Fuck no.
We only got a limited amount of coins.
Remember when we thought you were going to be a flight attendant, Nyambi?
Yeah, I went to interview. Did I say who I interviewed for?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess I can.
Yeah.
I went to interview for Delta. I almost made it. God, this is what it felt like to be like one of the I feel like the Bachelorette girl who was like the second runner-up. Mm-hmm. I was like, fuck. And I done hit the thing. And they was like, and you so talented. They gave me the whole spiel too. I was like, fuck. Because they like literally, what's it called? Like group you based on like basically like every day they got rid of niggas and they only invite certain people back. And like towards that last day, hourly they were getting rid of people. And I like made it to that last hour, but I didn't make it to the final cut. Damn.
Well, it wasn't where you were supposed to be at.
I mean, look at the airline industry now.
Exactly.
Woo, Lord.
Let's see.
I mean, I would have been well traveled though, because I would have used every flight,
every single one. Of
every flight. I would have been everywhere, y'all.
On friendships, I have had some best friends since 4th grade. We were the only 2 black girls taking piano lessons from this wonderful old lady. There's something to someone who has been there through all the phases and knows who you are at your root. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
She said, my other very close friend is my line sister, and she's always down for whatever. I adore her, and she's never judges me as weird.
Them be the best friends that you can just say whatever the top of your head, and they just like, cool. Yep.
And then she goes to say, I've gotten closer with some of my friends. I lost that closeness with over the years by restructuring how I use social media over the past few months.
Ooh, do tell.
I use the close friends options a lot on Instagram stories and move my energy from sharing with the world to focusing on sharing my life with a few people who I really have a genuine good energy and interest in my life. For right now, just being cognizant of who I spend my time and energy with. Stay the course. Much love to both of you.
I love that. Perfect. And read the next one here?
No, that's you, baby. I got to get these voicemails together as you always dog me out.
Oh, Jesus. The next one is from Awesome Blossom. The subject is career advice. It says, greetings, Niram, Nyambi, and Mabel and the Black Love Matters family. Hope everyone is doing well and are safe. I'm glad y'all made it back to Cali safe and had a good time in Detroit. Nyambi, you made me want to get some king crabs. LOL, king crab is amazing. It's just one of them habits that I can't shake. I know sometimes we get the stereotypes because we love good crab, but I do love good crab. It says, I need some career advice and would appreciate y'all insight. You have helped so many people in the past, and I hope y'all can help me too. I currently work in higher ed, in admissions as a recruiter. In February, I earned my master's in higher ed, so now I want advice in my career and to make more money. While I like working in higher ed, I know the salary I want may not be found here. So I've been looking for recruiting and talent acquisitions positions. I know it will be challenging to find new position while Miss Rona is on her world tour, but I just want to know if y'all have suggestions on what other areas and positions I should apply. Thank you for your help. Many blessings to you and yours. Bye, Mabel. We hear you in the background, and I like how you're making your presence known. Stay on your parents' neck. Bye, y'all. Love you guys. By the way, we still want our Zoom recording with some of the Black Love family members. Y'all gonna get that, especially with us. We're getting some support, so we definitely gonna get it. Oh, so how you? Well, I'm biased. Tech is always higher.
Tech is truthfully
across the board. Tech,
look,
honey.
Facebook has a new initiative,
low key, yes,
where they're trying to get, where they're trying to make 50% of their working class, what are they trying to say? Like workforce,
working class.
I forgot what it was.
What a Marquis Z, yeah.
But like they're trying to get 50% of their workforce to be what is called BIPOC or like black person of color or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
BIPOC. That's a new thing.
And so like, look at Facebook.
Yes.
Look at Amazon. Like I heard Amazon has a very fast turnaround rate.
Amazon has the fastest tech turnaround. Amazon, like from you submitting your application, corporate Amazon. Honestly, low-key, the warehouses too have a quick turnaround. But from you submitting your application to a recruiter connecting you or declining you, I think it's like 7 days for every application. So I would say gung-ho, look at tech. Also, I love the advice that me and my friends exchange a lot is don't quit your job till you got a job. So I know it may seem like you want to get up out of there, but don't do it yet. She said you just want to make more coin. Yeah. There's coinage to be made in higher ed. Go to the bigger schools. Yeah. Shoot your shot at some of the Ivies. They always make a nice little coin. You're in recruitment, a recruiter. Are you interested in administration? It's more money in administration in higher ed. Administrators easy can make 6 figures in higher ed, but if you kind of want to be more of an individual contributor, it does take a while to get closer to that. I'm trying to think of other unique places to utilize that. Outside of recruiting and talent acquisition, that's explicit, I also would look at learning development, learning navigation, across tech, but any field, like the skills in higher ed is very transferable into that. Also, open up your horizon to just not recruiting and talent acquisition. Look broader in staffing as a whole. So just do a little research. And you may already know this as a recruiter. I did a little work in admissions, but I was more like orientation. So I'm not as versed in the recruiting area. But look holistically at staffing and the entire process of staffing. A lot of those skills are transferable in that. Like they have people who like source the talent, the recruiters who do it. They have people who focus on like the scheduling. Like they have people who do all those things that I think in higher ed would be transferable. Also, your work in higher ed, we already talked about like learning, instructional design. That's another good area you can work in. But look at like management jobs in corporate. In management jobs in corporate where there's a focused on like new professionals or career pivot folks, because you can use your higher ed skills to do that type of turnaround. Also in tech, in also corporate, I'm thinking finance, across the board. Each of these big companies, y'all, have university programs and relations. So literally just go to their website and type in university programs and relations, and they have jobs where it's their job to connect with the university and to be in lock and step with them, to be doing upskilling and programs like that. So I think like high level, those are the initial jobs that I think will be like easy, shoe in, nothing to do. Also, another good transferable is any customer service facing work too, because it's the same. The way we serve our students is the way clients and stuff want to be treated too, right? Like we don't always like to admit it in higher ed, right? But it's customer service shit.
It is.
I will also look at Target. Target's also a good company for folks who've worked in higher ed when it comes to like engagement with team members, even how they just call it team members and store culture. So like Target, corporate could be another good area to look. That's just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Voicemails. Oh, I'm still working on it.
What?
I'm fucking with you.
Oh.
Hey, Miriam and Nyambi.
Hey.
This is Red Baron giving you guys a call.
RBZ.
But also calling to give Miriam some needed encouragement. Yes, Miriam, please get back out there. And
Red Baron,
you got some advice for this carb flu?
Red Baron always
do marathons. You know, get back into the swing of things in life. Hopefully, who knows, maybe some areas may be safe to travel down the line. We have no idea. But also some of these other countries actually do the things that they're supposed to do.
Exactly.
I think it'll be a great idea to, to get back into, running, getting back into that routine, doing those fun things and,
joy.
And just showing life that you're still here, you're still doing a lot of great things, and you still have a lot of great things to continue to give to the universe so that you can receive from the universe. So, get back out there, Niram, because there is nothing that should stop you from achieving goals that you definitely are ready and willing to break the mold on. So
thank you. That's so sweet.
I hope that helps.
Thank you.
And I hope that when this message reaches you, that you're already getting into that routine. So you take care, Nyambi, you take care too, and reach as many goals as possible.
Thank you.
And Mabel, I might stay cute and rambunctious as ever.
Thank you, Red Baron.
Red Baron, know he speak a word.
Yeah, he needs to go ahead and speak that life.
How your family doing, Red Baron?
Yeah,
I'll be thinking about them.
Red Baron's gonna be hard because I just signed with a literary agent. I'm trying to shop a book, so I might be writing.
You're gonna be writing and running, honey. That's still now. I'm Dr. Now. What does that have to do with you not eating your 1,200 calories and doing your exercise?
Because
you signing book. Now I'm Dr. Now. So you write book for 24 hours?
Yep.
See, whenever you need to be checked, just like Juliana said, just go to Dr. Now. Because he checks
Hey, Miriam. Hey, Nyambi. It's Tisha.
Hey,
What's up, Tisha?
So, I was looking for y'all podcast this morning on Amazon Music.
We there.
I remember we discussed that on a previous episode.
Yeah, we there.
So here I am scrolling, and I see somebody that stole the Black Lives Matter podcast picture.
I seen they stole it.
Their song title or name or whatever. The name of the song is Black Lives Matter, but they put their name on y'all picture.
I know.
We're gonna have to
we got to bring it
any lawyers because I made that logo myself.
As the Black Lives Matter community.
Do we have any IP lawyers? Because I need to send a cease and desist.
We did. They didn't even do a good job.
I clicked on the song.
It's bad. I didn't even click on it.
It's trash, ain't it?
The song wasn't all that.
They stole our
I don't know what's
logo.
going on, but look it up.
We
It's
seen it.
called
We don't want to
Black
know.
Love Matter.
Turn this off. I don't want
Matter
to
of
give.
fact,
I don't want to give
She
their ass
said
no promo.
Keep going. There ain't no promo.
yeah, y'all, because I ain't about to
She already done
put
said
this person on blast like that. But if you go on Amazon Music and you just type in Black
we
Love
seen
Matter,
it. And the song come up.
yeah, you're going to see the podcast, but you're going to see this picture I'm talking about.
It's some
actually a song.
bullshit, and we
So,
need somebody
I
to
just want
help
to let y'all know
me
that.
send a
Now I'm
cease
about
and
to listen to the
desist.
episode because I was hella distracted because of that.
We seen it too. Because I was like, Niram, why you put this word art on top
And I
of
said I didn't.
our stuff? It looked tacky. I think I might have let it slide at least if it looked good. But it looked bad.
It's some bullshit.
Yeah, we got to
So
work
we're going to
through
come
that.
up with
That's
a
on
way.
a to-do list once
And
we get some.
truthfully, that's one of the reasons I was like, maybe we should change the name because like Black Love Matters is like one of those things is a movement type thing.
It
that
is. It's
you
through
can't
everything.
really trademark. You can't get
Yeah.
that trademark. So that's something I've been thinking about, like whether or not we're going to change the name
To
because
Niram and Nyambi?
I don't, or something else because of this type of bullshit, right?
Yeah.
But since Black Love Matters is like one of those things that's just out there,
Mm-hmm.
you can't get it trademarked, so motherfuckers can't steal your logos and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it really ain't no repercussions because it's like I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
So it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But we can still make that person's life horrible. So if we got any lawyers, hit your boy up
You
so
know,
we can
lawyers
send
just
some.
know how to write very mean letters.
I need y'all to send some mean letters.
Some mean letters. That's
and
just
some cease and desists. And I can show
why I
you
go Niram.
cease
and desist
desist,
with
yes.
the S's on the
Yes.
sisters.
cease and desist. Because this I made that logo.
I seen that.
I remember when I was making logos for this podcast.
Yes.
And I was asking Nyambi, what do you think? What do you think? And we had this big argument, and I was like, fuck it, we're not going to call it Black Love Matters. We're going to call it something else. And she's like, nah, I like this logo here. And I made that shit my hands.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Maybe we can do a Black Love, Niram and Nyambi's Black Love, like, have
Something.
that as the tail or something. We'll figure it out. When we get our the help on board,
Mm-hmm.
we can have them. I don't mean the help. When we get people to help us, we
Mm-hmm.
just don't know what their titles are going to be. They can help us like figure that out.
Right.
And if we're going to do like a rebrand and all that stuff, we got the folks on board, y'all. So we didn't have to do the pause, right? Like we ain't about to just stop doing it to create like the rebranding and invest more time in it. So we brought some more folks on to help us because this is still my therapy session.
It is? Mm-hmm. What else we got here?
Mm-hmm.
Hey y'all, it's Tanaja.
Hi.
I'm listening to the current episode. I realized that I haven't called in a while.
I know
so
where you been.
forgive me for that, but I hope y'all transition is smoothing itself out. And
We missed
yeah,
you.
I was just calling to do a little check-in. And also, y'all had mentioned, what is the word? Eccentric black names. So shout out to Nigel.
Strong black Southern
But
names.
anyway, y'all, I just wanted to call and
Yeah.
just check in with y'all. And I guess I got to catch up on that Lovecraft Country because I
Do
stopped
it.
after episode 1. It was so much.
You gotta watch
A lot
it.
Watch
going on.
it.
And it was an hour long. I felt like I was watching Game of Thrones again. But anyway, y'all have a good one. Bye.
Watch it.
Oh, hey, Mabel.
You know, Mabel love to get, watch it, y'all. Like, again, it get a little sci-fi. It's one episode that is all, and why do I always forget?
It's mostly in Korean, I think.
But it's all Korean. Like, it's a couple of those episodes that I know some of us might be like, wait a minute. It's so worth it. Hang in there. The themes are bomb.
Yes.
The themes are bomb.
So we are all caught up. I am upset of y'all because y'all ain't leave not a one single 5-star rating review. Okay. So I'm going to have to shame y'all again.
Oh, Lord. For the old school listeners, Niram got on my nerves. Please don't let him start doing this again, y'all. Somebody just put 1 star, 1 5-star.
Come on now.
Just
5 stars.
Somebody create a rotation so I don't got to hear Niram's mouth.
Because, you
'Cause
know.
I can't hear Niram's mouth no more.
And I got an email that said, like, on a certain day, we was, like, within the top 100 podcasts on Apple Podcasts. I didn't even know that.
What day did you get the email?
I don't know.
This is why we need people on our team.
That's why we got somebody on the team that's come help us with
to
that.
be on that.
Yes.
We're about 2 weeks late for that? Or
We are. But I found it.
what episode was it? Or what day was it?
Don't say. It just say the week. No, I didn't say the week.
Oh.
But we was like number 83 on this list.
Look like we don't win lower.
I don't know.
But you see what I'm saying? We was higher than this.
Well, it looked like we was in top 30. I don't know what.
No, that ain't the 30, baby. Got to do the math.
What that mean?
Down
30.
Yeah, so we were higher.
So we was 30.
That's 50.
I don't know. I don't know.
But being in the top 50 of what is it called?
Personal journal, the personal journal section in Apple Podcasts.
What is that?
I don't know. It's a setting that
we grateful.
We are. We'll take it.
We about to come wreck house over there.
It's a win.
Watch out for the personal journals. Here come Nirma Nyambi.
Right. Look, we'll take it.
We'll take it.
Anyways, to submit your black love story, which we haven't gotten in a while, submit your black love story to blacklovematters.com.
We're in the middle of a pandemic.
I don't care. You still, y'all ain't seen, what was that, them DMs and how Quavo just sent the snowflake to Saweetie. And it's like, I'm a glacier boy or some shit like that.
What's a glacier boy?
And niggas will start sending snowflakes out to people. You ain't see that trend?
No. Does that mean he gonna buy some jewelry?
I don't know. It was like, you're a glacier boy. I'm gonna ice you.
Oh, that's what I was saying. If you near him, don't you test me no snowflake unless it's linked with the Cartier receipt.
What?
What you getting this for? What? Oh, cause she an ice girl. I forgot these kids be having these alter egos. Cause she the icy girl, right?
Yeah.
Low key, them two living their best life because I don't know what's going on with Cardi B and Offset.
So,
they ass.
This is how it went.
This
down.
is how they talk to each other.
This is how Quavo picked up Saweetie.
Oh, this is how they got together. Snowflake, yes. And this is Raymond Newton, some ramen.
Yep, a bowl of pho. You said
pho. It's not
so
pho.
Icy.
It's pho.
You so icy. I'm a glacier boy.
Was hamming then. Oh, what's happening?
What's happening?
It says, no, let me spell it for everybody. It says was, WASHANNIN, hadnin. Then. Was happening.
That was back in 2018.
Y'all think Swahili really talk like this?
Maybe. But that's how Quavo picked up Saweetie.
So is Saweetie and Quavo gonna be our black love story this week?
Probably.
Or should we go back to Cardi B and Offset and talk about the resilience of their love?
So again, snowflake, you so icy, I'm a glacier boy.
Who sent the snowflake?
Quavo. And then
love y'all so beloved.
Saweetie gonna send back a bowl of soup.
Make these niggas work harder than this.
And then kind of found out Quavo done got Saweetie a snowflake pendant.
Oh, that's cute. That's different. It says melt your ass in the DMs. Yeah, I mean, that's Nyambi, the old millennial. Look, these niggas. Black Twitter is undefeated.
So niggas is sending.
Somebody sent somebody an ice cube, and then they responded with the fire, and it said, melt your ass out my DMs. And then the person responded, wow. That would have been Nyambi. What are we doing here? What words does this mean?
So niggas has been sending snowflakes.
Why they just got a whole list?
Like this nigga sending snowflakes to everybody.
Listen. Okay, so this one black dude on is this Instagram?
Yes,
on Instagram. These are the people he sent snowflakes to: Cardi B, Addison Rae, Mulatto, Queen Naja, Bad Girl Riri, Oprah, and Kylie Jenner. Oprah. Only woman he missing is Kamalisa. Shout out to my mom. People are bored, and this is wild.
So
that's
I know y'all niggas should have been sending out snowflakes. Anyways, to submit your black love story, which we haven't got in a while, but it's the COVID, so y'all niggas should be sending out snowflakes. You can send it to blacklovematters.com, or you can leave a question for Kitchen Table Talk. You can shoot us an email, blacklovematters@gmail.com. Remember, that's Black with no K. And to leave a comment about anything we talked about, head on to the website. We got that SoundCloud and we got that voicemail, and that's at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. Remember, love is ever evolving.
Peace.
Send those snowflakes, niggas.